Can they do it again? During uncertain times with virtually a brand new squad, the Leicester Riders approach the British Basketball League playoffs looking to become champions for the 5th time in club history. This will be no easy task though. Rookie players, NBA calibre opponents and a postseason like no other presents a challenge no British club has ever seen before. Riders centre Harrison Gamble remains confident though and is ready for the road ahead.
Do you prepare any differently for a playoff game than you would a regular season?
No, I don't think so. It's just about getting in here, executing what coach wants. We played every team in the league, so we know what to expect. We don't know who we've got yet, so it's one of those where anything can happen, but over 2 games we fancy ourselves over anyone.
Leicester will be fighting through some tough competition right off the bat. Their next opponent, the London Lions, field an impressive squad spearheaded by ex-NBA Finals player DeAndre Liggins.
Obviously we want to go there to win, keep the ball rolling, I guess, going into the playoffs. So we don't want to slack down there because we know next game is going to be a playoff game. So we need to keep rolling and keep looking forward to the final.
The basketball year has been one marred by COVID tests, social distancing and empty arenas, and this is set to continue into the playoffs, marking the first time in BBL history the opening fixtures will be at neutral venues. What's even more bizarre though is where the final will take place. The Riders could be the first ever team to win the championship on their home court. After being hosted by the O2 in London in front of huge crowds for the last 6 years, the league's climax is now to be played behind closed doors at the Morningside Arena. Riders chairman Kevin Routledge doesn't see this as an advantage, however.
So I don't know if you've been paying attention, but in the Premier League, there's lots of funny results. And, teams like Leicester City and Aston Villa haven't been beaten away from home. It's amazing. So you've lost the home advantage because there are no crowds, and the results have become more unpredictable, which, is nothing wrong with that, but it does mean things are different. And I think the players are suffering a little bit because they rely on the fans when they're a little bit late in a game, a little bit fatigued, to give them that lift, particularly for the home team.
This doesn't mean the chairman isn't excited.
When you see a whole season culminate in one game where we're at the peak of our play, that's what it's all about, isn't it?
As for Leicester's performance on the court, head coach Rob Paternostro will have his work cut out. His side is largely different from previous years, featuring a rookie starter in Mustafa Heron, someone he hopes will heat up under the bright lights. Paternostro will have to draw on all his experience to prepare his team for the games ahead.
Looking back at some of my old coaches that I had played for, I know my high school coach, Ed Generali, and my college coach, Stan Spiro, 2 guys that were with their programs for a long, long time. They taught me a lot, and I still use a lot of the things that they showed me a long time ago. It's been a long season. We've traveled many miles, but now we're here at the final weekend of the season. Still a chance to win the league title. We'll see what happens. We're going to have to win 2 games, and we're going to have to get some help from some other places. But I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of our fans. I'm proud of everybody in the organization for fighting this year because we've been through a lot, and there's still a lot to come.
Crazy times call for crazy performances. The Leicester Riders look to produce this, preparing for the win-or-go-home May Madness, striving to lift the playoff trophy and reign supreme over British basketball yet again. Story Hub News, Alan Dixon.